bailout.
Pakistan was once hailed as a country that could be an economic rival to its neighbor India, but it's falling further and further behind. The nuclear-armed country with 240 million people is living on the edge of ruin. Behind the scenes, its military is seen as holding sway over government policies. At the heart of it all, Pakistan is trapped in a cycle of borrowing that appears to have no end.
IMF can't let Pakistan sink. Pakistan sinks, it will be chaos. And the world can't afford this bigger chaos.
Now, the economic situation in Pakistan has gone from bad to worse. Pakistan's year-on-year inflation hit a record level of 36.5%. This is the highest ever increase in nearly 60 years.
मार्केट में मुझे 28 साल हो गए तकरीबन, तो उससे गुजारा भी मुश्किल है। रेंट निकालना, बिल, मेंटेनेंस, सारी चीज़ें काउंट होती हैं। पहले तो तकरीबन 40-50 डेली आ जाते थे, लेकिन अब तो 2-3 ओनली। कम से कम 5 साल हो, कोविड का 3 साल का चक्कर था, उसमें भी थोड़ा बहुत चलता रहा।
So Pakistani people are very concerned at this point in time. You can see people are hopping on to boats, risking their lives to get to Europe somehow or another. People are borrowing money from loan sharks, and we have seen last year at one point 1/3 of Pakistan was flooded completely, and it led to the losses and damages of $30 billion.
I will never forget the climate-related carnage I saw. Lives, homes, livelihoods, schools, hospitals, all obliterated.
It's expected that such natural calamities will continue happening, and Pakistan does not have any funds to deal with it. Ahead of the general elections, all political parties have promised to take on politically difficult reforms which will help the country get on sustainable financial footing, but none of them have been able to do so in the past.
We've been here before, and we have seen some of these bailouts actually get halted over failure to meet certain conditions.
It is very important that Pakistan sticks to the commitments under this program, meaning don't spend what you don't have, be prudent on tax collection. One of the big problems Pakistan has is very low tax to GDP. At the IMF, we say if your tax to GDP is below 15%, you can't really quite function as necessary to fund public services and the state expenditures.
Is Pakistan's debt sustainable?
It is sustainable, but it is a borderline sustainability.
Pakistan's inflows just do not cover its outflows. Pakistan does not export enough. Pakistan doesn't have enough foreign direct investment coming in. Historically, this gap has been filled by remittances, bailouts, and direct injections of cash from China and Saudi Arabia.
What we are short of is ideas. What we are short of is rules and laws that are conducive to growth. Unfortunately, we don't understand that. So we continue to go to beg and borrow. We continue to build roads. We continue to build all these things which really do not give you quick growth.
Nadeem ul Haq worked for the International Monetary Fund for 24 years. Now, he's skeptical about the IMF's policies in Pakistan.
Pakistan is an IMF addict and IMF is a Pakistan addict. We are both locked in a death dance. The fault lies within.
The country's political system is fraught with instability, with the military directly ruling for almost half of the nation's history and retaining outsized influence even when democratically elected governments took power.
The entire status quo, the entire political status quo is against me right now.
Imran Khan's government tenure was cut short when he was removed from power in April of last year. The government that replaced him oversaw a crackdown on Khan's political party, whose leaders are now being tried in military courts. The caretaker Prime Minister has previously said He will ensure fair punishment by law for those